Hi, my name is Brendan Bohan, and I am a Solutions Engineer here at SingleStore. Today we're going to be talking about how to size your workspace. After tinkering with our free forever shared tier, you've seen the value of our S00 cluster, which is our lowest compute workspace. And now you've decided to use us to scale with your workload. So where do you start? The first step would be to log into the portal, navigate to the new deployment on the left side, and there you will be greeted with the option of either Starter, which is our shared tier, or Standard. Now we want to see the real deal, the powerhouse of a platform SingleStore is, and we can't change the workspace size of our shared tier. So we'll click on the Standard Workspace tab. From there you can decide the name, type of cloud provider, regions, and other advanced settings like deploying in different availability zones. If you're already on the paid tier, you may see other options like the version you'd like to work with, operator version, getting your encryption keys, etc. Once you have filled out the necessary fields, we can move on to the most important tab, the Workspace Details tab. We'll name our workspace and edit our sizing. These workspace sizes can go from S00, which is more for development use cases, although we have seen some users put their entire production workload on just one of these. And we go all the way up to an S384 for our massive customers. To explain the sizing a bit, if we were purely on an S00, we could potentially support hundreds of thousands of rows, depending on their data type of course, and even bring about massive transactional performance because of the 16 gigabytes of memory. Now this is not an exact science, so a bit of R&D will need to be had. Next, what does the scale factor mean? The scale factor increases assigned vCPUs and RAM to each node. The number of aggregator and leaf nodes remain the same. So think of this as we just scaled out, now we're scaling up. And finally, the cache configuration. If you are working with a larger data set that needs to be accessed much more frequently, you can scale this out accordingly. SingleStore's persistent cache allows for that low latency response times. Once you've decided your workspace size, you can enable a few other features and even test with a quick sample dataset. Now, that is a very high-level overview. If you have specific sizing questions, feel free to speak with the team.